Okay, that's pretty cool.
Stereo tuner, this is very cool. Check that out, little Game Boy. Love that action, and some Game Boy games. Okay, I was outside in the dark. I didn't see what that says right there. See what that says? This dude's a tripper. Last time on Locker Nuts, I encountered a property manager that was so incredibly rude that I almost didn't bid on the locker, despite the fact that I was the only bidder. But I pulled the trigger anyway and picked up this 5x10 for just $5. We pulled out a decent amount of good inventory and a few vintage scores as well. Let's see what we find as we continue to clear out this locker. Look at this.
Bogs.
What are bogs?
Boots.
There's one back there too.
Or cowboy boots or water boots or... I have a feeling that maybe they use it for other things.
Paperwork probably.
Oh, getting crazy with the knife. Yep, more of
What the
those.
heck?
Okay, this is creepy.
That's weird.
This locker's getting a little different.
Yeah, this is different, but this equipment here is good. A good weird.
See that other Pioneer box up there? I wonder if it's got something up there.
To Ryan from Boogie. See that?
Did you see that, babe?
What?
This Pioneer box up here, it'd be nice if it had something new in it.
Oh, that would be amazing. Empty.
Empty! Empty!
Okay, this one's not new, but it's in the box with the styrofoam. He kept all that stuff. It's pretty remarkable.
Well, this is Pioneer.
Yeah, he sure did. That's what Jeff was saying.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Stereo tuner, this is very cool.
And it's in great shape. Look at the claw. And there are no scratches on that. Only dust, right?
Yeah. Okay. Another Pioneer. Stereo cassette tape deck. So this one won't be worth as much as the other ones, but I think they all go together.
Okay.
Right, we got the amplifier, the tuner, and now the cassette deck. I'm not going to open it. All right, now.
You know, I don't really like charging as the deposit.
Yeah.
Some suitcases.
Oh, ties.
Ties.
Nobody wears ties anymore. Those kind of look nice though, don't they? What does that say?
Skechers.
Nope.
Comfort strips.
Comfort Tech. I don't know what that is. It's not money though. He's around 60 right now. Then there may be some concert t-shirts in here.
That'd be awesome, but he doesn't seem like the type that maybe went to concerts.
And Pink Floyd vinyl.
Oh, that's true. Hey now.
Land's End.
That's it. That's a good brand.
Is it?
Chaps
Rough Line. That's good. That might be some Dienza stuff. So, I don't see a tag on that one. No tag on that one. Apparently he didn't like his tags either.
Oh, he's a tagless guy.
No tag. Bulgari,
Stained.
Italy. How much stuff made in Italy?
Studio, I think that sounds like.
There's a nice 80s sweater.
Yeah, I was told. What's the brand? Oh, I remember that brand. Okay, that might be something for the Freeman's Organizer one.
Maybe.
This is the last box in here, right? What's in the blue box? Index cards. It's an interesting fella. This is a chocolate box. Is there chocolates in it? Oh my gosh. Are you hot, honey? Is it hot?
I feel great.
What do you have to say, honey?
Nothing. I'm just taking a cigarette break right now.
A coffee break? Yes.
Well, by law, they have to give me 15 minutes for a cigarette break.
It's not called a cigarette break.
It is.
No.
It actually is.
They don't even allow smoking around these areas.
Doesn't matter. That's why the law is enacted, though, for cigarette smokers.
Not for coffee drinkers?
They can get their fix while they're...
What about potty
work.
breaks?
You can drink coffee while you're working.
No.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The companies give out free coffee, so you work harder. What are you focusing on? My sweat beads?
Yeah. This is it, people. Just loaded all this up.
Trailer. You know, it was full. It was actually completely full. I'm getting the stuff off. I'm just gonna have to store it on the side of the house for a few days. We still have to look at what these art prints are. I mean, I'm assuming they're art, they're prints or something. Maybe a mirror, but maybe there's something good in there. This table is beautiful. It's definitely an older style, 70s, but great condition. Look at this thing. This will be covered. Don't worry, I'm not gonna let the sun beat down on this for too long. It's gonna get covered. The chairs are a little bit rougher, but they got a cool look to them. I mean, this kind of look is not in, but this furniture is well made and it's built to last. And that drop leaf table is definitely a good way to conserve space. I like this piece. This is pretty funny. The Lord gave you two ends, one for sitting and one for thinking. Your success depends on which you use. Heads you win, tails you lose. Alright guys, so we've got a little bit of a mess here in my side yard. Got a lot of stuff all over the place, so starting to go through it. And this box had a bunch of photos, which are over here. We'll get that back to the owner. And it had some mail, and I didn't want to show addresses and such. But here's the first good find that I found in this box. Check that out, little Game Boy. Love that action, and some Game Boy games, Monopoly and Chess Master. So, ooh, Star Trek, Next Generation. Got a little Gumby doll. What's the horse's name? I forget. That's kind of cool. Alright guys, here's something kind of cool that I'm just pulling out. Look at all these old concert tickets right here. What do we got here? The Kinks, 1983. That's so cool. B-52s, 1983. David Bowie. Oh man, these are great bands. Great bands. Let's try this one here. It's just an Oakland A's, 1990, 1988. That's neat. That's a throwback. Jerry Garcia Band, 1984. Jimmy Buffett, 1993. Grateful Dead. Robert Schimmel. Hot Tuna and Taj Mahal. I don't know who that is. Jerry Garcia Band. Moody Blues. Peter Frampton. Genesis. Grateful Dead. Leonard Skinner. Grateful Dead. Why I like the Grateful Dead a lot. Grateful Dead. Little Feat. Allman Brothers. Grateful Dead. Eddie Money. Alright guys, next box, and it's gotten dark on me. Look at that. Because I had to run out to give away some couches from a previous locker. Boy, what's in here? Look at that. There's some interesting stuff in here. That's it's too bad the cat looks like he's got some chipping on the face, but this is metal. It's really heavy. I mean, it's really heavy. It's too bad the face is chipped up. This cool little piece comes in this little box right here, I guess. Hand painted pewter. Oh, that's neat. So, this box is interesting all of a sudden. Oh, swimming. I might have to go in the garage here pretty soon. Do my unboxing in there. That's cool. This guy must have been quite the athlete in the day. Looks like he's won a lot of medals. Alright, Locker Nuts, you ready for a little bit more unboxing action? I brought the operation inside and set up the tripod. So my main tripod actually broke apart. Broke, I should say. That's coming in tomorrow. So I got a little... Ooh, this is nice. I got a little tripod set up for now. But that's going to have to do. But check that out. That's pretty nice. That's brass. A little chunk of marble right there. That's a really nice little piece. I'm starting to dig this locker. We got some cool stuff in here. Cool stuff. That's kind of nice too. What's that? An old Corvette? Glass. Got some frosted glass on the inside. That's pretty nice. Case collection. What do you think? You guys know anything about these guys? Little golfer figurine. Oh, it's got something on the bottom here. That's kind of a nice little piece too, isn't it? Can't read that. Wonder if that's a famous artist. It's cool. It almost looks Native American a little bit. Ooh, nice. I like these little brass. This is Taiwan right here. Take that off. It's nice. Little brass mouse. Alright, let's see what this is. We got a lot of, I've been pulling a lot of picture frames out and stuff. Ah, here's a little seashell. It's pretty nice. And this one had a big clock on top. It's nothing special. I just moved it to a different box. The box is going to the flea market. This is what this looks like inside. So I'm reaching in here for this. So it does look pretty interesting. And here's what I found. Okay, I was outside in the dark. I didn't see what that says right there. See what that says? That says Rolex on it. Okay, this got a little more interesting, didn't it? Alright, now, is this real? I would say most likely not, because I've yet to find a real one, but we're going to have to look into this a little bit further, aren't we? Quality doesn't feel there to me. But it's pretty funny to just pull that out like that. How about that? Freak Brothers. Definitely looks to be a little bit older. Right here. 1989. I thought I was actually older than that. Here's a couple interesting things. We've got an old Walkman. It's GE, so it's not supposed to rattle like that inside, but that's a GE, basically their version of the Walkman. And then here's a Sony tape recorder. These do sell. Not for very much money, but I sold one before. Probably 20-25 bucks on eBay if it works, so we're gonna give that a shot. Let's see if it works. Look at this thing. I think this is, it's all bent up for some reason. I think this might be some sort of a trophy too. It's different. Oh, there's more of these weird phone things. Glass mug. It's kind of interesting with the lid. The rim on that. How it flares out. Here we've got another chocolate box. We found one earlier on. Let's see what's in this one. Pencils. A lot of pencils. This is kind of cool. This is a Marlboro bag. It's probably a freebie. Probably somebody smoked. It's like a big fanny pack, huh? I have a feeling we're going to sell that. But the pens, no. These are probably all dead. Okay. Here's another one of those fanny packs. In the box here, you can't see it, but I'm not going to show it to you. It's not worth it. It's all pens and pencils and crayons and paper. There, this too. It's like an art box basically. Alright, I just unzip this little pocket right here. Paper. And a few coins. Not too much. I was hoping maybe they're silver or something, but nah, it's just change. Alright, I looked these up and they're like 15 it's $15 to $25 on eBay. I mean, $20 is a stretch. This dude's a tripper. Weird. Alright, you guys, we are getting down to only the last few items to go through. Right now we've got all these art prints right here, so let me get those wrapped. We'll take a closer look at them. I don't even know what they are. Okay, so what we wound up with, nothing too exciting in my opinion, but these might interest somebody. They're San Francisco Symphony posters. I'll look these up and see if there's any value to them. Huh, almost looks like that's in pencil, but they're nice. They're definitely elegant. Not my thing, you know, but this is something different. This is watercolors. They all appear to be prints of watercolors, but this one's has to do with the gallery. This is another symphony one right here. It's alright. I prefer these ones though. And that's another San Francisco Symphony. These are definitely vintage, right? You see that, 1982. These over here, 1981, 85 to 86, and I think these are 89, 90, 90, 91. All of them vintage or almost vintage. So pretty cool. I will probably bring these out to the vintage antique flea market, see if we can get some money for them. A couple of paintings here. Probably the owner did them himself. We know that he was into art because all the pencils and pens and crayons and such we found, drafting stuff. This one right here I think is not bad. This one I don't really care for that one, but well, maybe it's actually I think it's supposed to be this way. Okay, actually it does look a lot better that way. So this unfortunately is a leaf for the table that we got, and that table's long gone. Probably would have got a few more bucks if we had the leaf. Couldn't have got less for it because we only sold it for $1. The table and chairs didn't go. It took till the end of the day, the dollar sale, to make it go. And that leaf unfortunately didn't make it with it because I didn't know it was in there. So anyways, that's what we got. Alright guys, let's take a look at the audio equipment because this definitely is one of the best things to come out of the locker, those 4 pieces. So first up we've got this AM/FM tuner. Pretty dusty. I would assume that he used these. Okay, so we're going to be testing this to see if it powers on. And that's a good sign. Look at that, the lights are on. Oh, the power's on, that's why. Alright. Dials work. Ooh, boy, that is a smooth action on that dial. I'll tell you what, guys, you can feel the quality in the switches on the knob. This is some fine electronics here. Alright, so I looked these up on eBay and we're looking at anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks. Alright, this one's next, and I'll tell you right off the bat, let's get those off. That's kind of cool, but it's not going to help the value. This one doesn't look as good. There's quite a bit of rust developing on here. It's dusty, so you can't really tell, but it does look like some corrosion. The inside I can see is very dirty. Alright. Lights on. That's a good sign. Lights inside here are on. And that's all we're going to do today. So I looked up this piece, and it sells for about 100 bucks on eBay. Cassette deck. And these have some value, although I haven't seen any that sold. Not of this model, but there are some listed for about 150 bucks. But already, look at that. Corrosion on the top of this one, too. That's really, really a shame. Alright, let's test this one out. I just got to wipe down a little bit. Yep, it looks pretty good. I mean, the lights come on. This is receiving power. Alright guys, here's the crown jewel right here. Let's take another look. We did open it, as you saw in the last video, and took a peek in there. Ooh, yeah. It looks brand new, and I think that it is. But why is the cord untangled? I'm going to have to be very careful with this guy, because this, I did look up the value. I'm going to share that with you in just a second. I definitely don't want any harm to come to this. So this thing looks like a shower cap, but I think that's what they put on these back then. This is this called a dust cover? I'm not sure, but this lid right here. Okay, so it does have some scratches here. I do see some light scratches there. This appears to be brand new right here. It's got fingerprints right here. This has definitely been handled a bit. There's no needle. I believe he's going to go right here, and that's the counterbalance to the needle. Yes, that's what that is. And the instruction book is missing out of the box. There's no instruction book. That's also going to affect the value a little bit. Boy, look at the bottom though. Look at this, you guys. It is brand new looking on the bottom. I don't even see any dust on this thing. So, how do I price that? Alright, well, let's take a look. Alright guys, so here's what we got for the turntable and the recently sold on eBay. I've got one here for $345 and one for $59. So obviously we have a pretty big difference in price. This one was on an auction, 21 bids. This one was for sale and had an extra $40 in shipping. I just want to take a quick look at this one because one thing that I thought was kind of interesting, they did say that well, they don't actually just out and say it. There's our turntable, for the most part. You see the lid right here? They don't show the lid in the first photo. The lid's on this photo. The lid, I believe, is actually aftermarket. And they say right here that it has a brand new JNB audio dust cover. So I think that lid, the clear lid, is an aftermarket. And that's pretty typical because those get broken very easily. And they also get very scratched up. Ours has some light scratches on it. As if it were used or just not stored properly, but it doesn't look as good as this one, but it is original. And we also have the box. So, but what we don't have is the needle, right? We're missing the needle, but that's not a terribly expensive part, but it does make it so we can't test it. But $345 there. So I was actually hoping ours was brand new and complete with the manual and needle and everything, and I thought we'd get over $500 for it, but I'd say we're probably comparable to this one. Alright, you guys, not a bad little locker, right? $5. $5, can't believe it. Had some really good vintage stuff come out of there, and I'm liking the vintage finds lately. I've been on a roll with vintage stuff, so we've got a lot of stuff put aside to go to the next vintage flea market, which actually is tomorrow, but I don't have a booth there. We're gonna have to wait till next month because I don't have quite enough stuff, and the booths are expensive. But we do have a nice little stash from this locker. We also have the vintage turntable and the other electronics. Those are some nice pieces, right? Really good electronics. I say they're mid-range. They're not the super high-end, but they're not low-end. This is some good electronics. Looks like they're from the late 70s. So we got some vintage stuff. That's hot right now. It's very collectible. People are looking for it. We got some good stuff. I also didn't mention yet, but the bike was a Bianchi. I looked that up. Even that thing's a pretty decent brand. It's vintage. I think it's Italian. And even in that condition, I priced it at $75, and I'm getting a couple bites on it, but I'm probably going to wind up getting about 40 to 50 bucks for that thing. That's not bad either, right? It has a lot of rust on it. But I just want to say all the other items, furniture, clothing, and all the just regular old stuff, that's all gone, all right? It's all gone, and if it didn't sell, it went to the dump. Like the refrigerator, that thing was nasty and old, to the dump. Everything's gone. We turn this stuff quick, you guys, all right? But I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you didn't see how this thing started with the super rude property manager, go back and watch part 1. Off the hook. You can't believe it. We got a lot of it on film. Really, it's a must-see. Really, it's a must-see. So go back and watch it. If you like this sort of thing that we're doing here, hit me that thumbs up, please. Show us that you like this. Show us that you want us to keep going on these adventures and showing you what we find. All right? Until then, you guys, good luck to you. God bless you. And we'll see you next time here on Locker Nuts. Oh, yeah, nearly forgot. You guys like my new watch? Just kidding. I don't think this thing's real. It's not fooling anybody. But it isn't bad looking, you know? Maybe someone will be impressed by it. The price is going to be right. Just kidding. Don't send me an email. I'm not selling it.